Hello, and thank you for joining us for today's broadcast. This broadcast is a product of Shrine Media, LLC. Unauthorized use, sale, or redistribution of this media in any form is strictly prohibited without the express written consent of Shrine Media. Radio and television mediums are encouraged to reach out. Thank you for tuning in. Enjoy the game.
At the Salvation Army, a meal isn't just a meal. It's fuel for imagination, determination, and dreams. It's energy to be role models, change makers, and to just be kids. With your gift, a full meal means a full heart, a full night's sleep, and a future full of possibilities.
We are champions of character.
At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, we see champions everywhere we look. In every sport, on every court, we're building a foundation to ensure all athletes are safe, supported, and strengthened. At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, ending abuse is not just our job. It's our promise.
College football starts now on the Southeast Sports Network with our pregame show. Thank you for tuning in. This one promises to be a sizzling showdown. Both teams bringing unique strengths to the gridiron, setting the stage for a great battle this afternoon. A clash of NAIA powerhouses, both teams coming into the game with very different energy levels as well. The Eagles, 1-2 this season, are looking to make a comeback after 2 consecutive losses, but don't let that record fool you. Georgetown knows this is the real test they've been waiting for. This will tell everyone how good they are or are not, and they're treating it as such. Let's take a look at a few keys to the game, starting with the Eagles of Reinhardt University. They've lost their ranked status, but they're still 26th overall in voting. Despite the setbacks, the Eagles have displayed offensive prowess, averaging nearly 357 yards per game. Creating opportunities and then capitalizing, Reinhardt needs to get some turnovers, get in position to score, and then finish it off by punching the football in when they're deep in the red zone. A few keys to the game for Georgetown and the Tigers. They've been roaring loud with a clear and pristine 2-0 record. Their offense is nothing short of explosive, tallying over 55 points per game on average, but that's mostly because of a 76-point shutout against Kentucky Christian in Week 1. So today could potentially be a coming-to-earth moment. At the very least, it's a serious test. With Reinhardt's robust defense clashing with Georgetown's high-flying offense, the stage is set for an electrifying confrontation. Let's take a moment and meet the head coaches. Chris Oliver is in his second year as Georgetown's head coach. His record at Georgetown, 7-3. Oliver's coaching journey started at Ohio State. He had tenures at Lindsey Wilson, Ohio Dominican. His recognitions include the 2020 National Championship, 5 Mid-South Conference titles, and he was the 2020 AFCA Coach of the Year, which is a very impressive honor. Let's take a moment and meet James Miller. His 5th year as Reinhardt's head coach. His record of the Eagles, over 50 wins. He's led the Eagles to a national championship, 5 conference titles. He played at Virginia Tech, began coaching at Fort Lauderdale High School, and had stints with his alma mater, Virginia Tech, UNC Pembroke, and Clark Atlanta University. We'll take a break and be back with more of our pregame show in just a moment on the Southeast Sports Network. When we return, players to watch in the NAIA Top 25.
At the Salvation Army, a shelter isn't just a place to rest. It's a chance to shed layers, let loose, and finally let it go. With your gift, a warm bed is just the beginning. It's the first night of a new day. When our homeless neighbors feel safe enough to close their eyes, they can see the way forward.
Welcome back here on the Southeast Sports Network. Our pregame show underway now. Players to watch. We'll start with Reinhardt University on the offensive side of the ball. Jock Holbert, the sophomore, averaging over 100 yards per game. He's near 120. He has 2 touchdowns this season, a big rushing threat. David Friedberg, 70 yards per game on average. He has 2 receiving touchdowns, a big receiving target, and a freak athlete. Defensively, players to watch, it's Kendrick Hawkins, the graduate linebacker, leads the team in tackles. He's got 2 interceptions. And up front, the big man, Hervé, 18 total tackles. He's got a sack and a half, a vital piece of the defensive line for the Eagles. On the other side today, the Tigers on the road. Players to watch offensively include the quarterback. He's thrown for nearly 300 yards, 2 touchdowns, and only 1 interception to go with that. Very impressive stat line. And the tailback, Darius Neal Jr., a dual threat. He's rushed for 200 yards and averaged over 10 yards per carry. He also has 5 touchdowns in 2 games. On the defensive side of the ball, Holleran, the senior linebacker, leads the defense to tackles and also has an interception this season. Ramarian Warner up front has been plugging up holes. He's had 8 tackles and registered 2 for a loss. Very good-looking defensive front for Georgetown College. Those are our players to watch. Let's get into the NAIA Top 25 for this window. The coaches have voted and made their voice heard. First overall remains Northwestern Iowa. No movement there. They're 3-0 now. 418 points on the poll for them. Grandview out of Iowa remains at second. Morningside in third. Indiana Wesleyan has moved up 1 spot from 5th to 4th. They're 3-0 with 362 points. Marion is up a spot to 5th. Bethel and Tennessee up a spot to 6th. And College of Idaho is up a spot to 7th. All the way back from 4th is Kaiser. They are 8th now in Florida. 1-2 overall in the season. They have 306 points still in the poll. 4-0 Southwestern and Kansas. They are 9th overall. No movement there. No movement at 10th where Carroll remains. Lindsey Wilson at 11th. And Georgetown is at 12th. All staying in place. Texas Wesleyan is in 13th. No movement there. St. Francis out of Illinois has jumped 3 spots to 14th from 17th. In 15th is Montana Tech. They've come up 1 spot. Dorda's up 3 spots to 16th. Concordia in Michigan in 17th. St. Xavier in the 18th slot. In 19th, it's Cumberland's. Evangel is in 20th, and 21st is Benedictine out of Kansas. OUAZ out in Arizona. Surprise is in 22nd. The 23rd spot occupied by St. Thomas. Dickinson State in the 24th slot. Graceland in Iowa has dropped back to 25th from 18th. And just outside, looking in, Reinhardt University's Eagles. They would be in the 26th spot if the poll went beyond that. We'll be back with kickoff in just a moment. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back with all the action on the Southeast Sports Network.
Kids across America are going to school hungry. Millions of kids every day. But one simple thing can help change all of this for a hungry child in America. Good healthy food and the energy it brings. With help from caring people across America, No Kid Hungry is providing healthy meals and hope to hungry kids so they can build better futures. To learn more about ending child hunger in America, go to helpnokidhungry.org today.
the midfield strike.
The great fundamental issue now before our people can be taken to.
There it goes out there.
Grand slam. He wants it all. He'll get it again. And as I say that, left side twice for a touchdown. And the slam.
But an idea lives on.
See them celebrate that victory here at East Hampton. Get the range. Unbelievable. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us here on the campus of Reinhardt University. We're inside of University Stadium in Waleska, Georgia, overlooking Ken White Field. The tension in the air is palpable. The players, the coaches, the fans, they know this will not be an easy test for either program. The number 12 Georgetown Tigers, who are still undefeated at 2-0, have made the journey down from Kentucky to take on the Reinhardt Eagles, who have fallen to 1-2 after back-to-back narrow losses against top-ranked opponents. Reinhardt just outside of the top 25 in polling. In fact, they would be the 26th team if the poll did go beyond 25 positions. I'm Gabriel Schrei. Tonight I'll have all the action between these two programs as they kick off in just a few minutes. We appreciate you being with us. This will be a sizzling showdown. Both teams have unique strengths on the gridiron, setting the stage for what will be a great battle and a clash of NAIA powerhouses, both coming into this game with very different energy levels. The Eagles are 1-2 on the season. They're looking to make a comeback and kind of prove to the country, hey, we are who they said we were during the preseason. 2 consecutive losses that were tough, and don't let that record fool you, as I've said already. They're averaging 356 yards per game. Lots of offensive prowess, and defense is really their specialty. Players to watch today for Reinhardt University. On offense, it's going to be Jock Holbert, the sophomore running back, averaging nearly 120 yards per game rushing the football, and he's got 2 touchdowns. He's a significant threat for the Tigers. David Friedberg, the junior wide receiver, averages 70 yards per game. He's accounted for 2 touchdowns. He's a key receiving target and somebody the Tigers will hone in on and try to slow down defensively today. On the defensive side of the ball for Reinhardt, it's Kendrick Hawkins, the graduate linebacker. He leads the team with 19 total tackles, 2 interceptions. Hervé Aclatso is up front, the senior defensive lineman. He has 18 total tackles, a sack and a half, and he's a vital part of how that defense all comes together. Contrastingly, the Tigers have been roaring loud and clear with a pristine 2-0 record. Their offense is nothing short of explosive, tallying a massive 55.5 points per game on average, but that's mostly because of a 76-point shutout against Kentucky Christian in week 1. So today could potentially be a coming to earth moment, but this is the number 12 team in the nation. At the very least, it's a serious test both ways. Players to watch for Georgetown. Let's start on the offense. It's Slunaker, the quarterback. He's thrown for 268 yards, 2 touchdowns, just 1 interception for him this season. He's been clean with the ball. Darius Neal Jr. has made his job a lot easier coming out of the backfield. The junior running back has 210 yards on the ground, averaging a whopping 10.5 yards per carry. He also has 5 touchdowns to go along with that line on his resume. Players to watch on the defensive side of the ball. Chad Holleran, the senior linebacker. He leads the defense, 13 total tackles. He has an interception, a great player, runs well in pass coverage and rolling the run. Romarian Warner, the junior defensive lineman, has been involved in 8 tackles. He's registered 2 for a loss. He'll be somebody to watch coming off the edge today. With Reinhardt's robust defense clashing with Georgetown's high-flying offense, the stage is set for an electrifying confrontation. Both programs are ready to take to the field. We appreciate you being with us. Mid-South Conference Tigers, Appalachian Athletic Conference Eagles coming together on the gridiron. Again, I'm Gabriel Schrei. Final thoughts before this one. Reinhardt is 1-2. Georgetown is 2-0. They both have something to prove here in Waleska, Georgia. Kick units onto the field. The Tigers will kick this away to Reinhardt. The offense of the Eagles will be the first team to go to work here.
Back deep with the Reinhardt, number 9, Tyshawn Jordan.
Tyshawn Jordan, the junior, one catch this season, transfer from Iowa Western Community, had 24 catches for them. Kickoff delivered away by the Tigers. Return man Jordan fields this on the 11. He dropped the football, picks it back up, makes a cut at the 15, now the 20 where he's dragged down. And Reinhardt will start this drive on the far side. Briefly before they get out there, let's meet the offense of Reinhardt University. Up front, it's Lyle Washington, edge Moten and Stout. The tight end, Jake Wallace. Receivers are Jakari Clark, David Friedberg, Gage Stevens, Lewis Morris. Tailback share carries. Jock Colbert, Quan Moss has got a few touchdowns this season. And the quarterback has been rotating. Stephen Craig started last week. Taylor Jackson is the starter on the depth chart. To start this game, it's Stephen Craig. Craig, the sophomore quarterback, gives it off. Coming to the close side on the end around. Jordan dragged down after a nice gain of about 5 yards.
Jordan for the Eagles. Number 9.
5'9", 180 pounds. Great movement with a football.
For Georgetown. Pick up a 5 yards.
Colbert alongside Stephen Craig. It's 2nd and 5.
Second down.
Craig gives it off to Colbert, who follows the left tackle, buries his way through traffic, and dragged down at the 35 after a nice gain of about 10 yards. That'll move the chains for Reinhardt University. Jock Colbert enters this afternoon with 61 carries for 355 yards, 2 touchdowns. Last week against the Patriots, 24 carries for 165 yards and a touchdown. 1st and 10. Craig wants to throw. Outlet pass close side. Falls harmlessly to the turf. He was looking to hook up with Jakari Clark. We've got a player slow to rise on the backside.
There you go, Sutton from Georgetown.
We'll take just a moment and meet the defense of the Tigers in Georgetown College. It starts up front for them defensively with Young, Harmon, Warner, and Huddleston leading the way. Snell, Holleran, and Standifer at the second level. Sutton, Brass, Starks, and Simpson trying to shut things down on the back end, playing in the defensive back spots. Good look for Jakari Clark on that last play by Stephen Craig. Clark just one catch this season. It was a 62-yard touchdown catch. Came on the first play of the game. Last time they were here at home, threw a deep bomb against Southeastern's Fire. We'll also take a brief moment to meet the head coaches of these two programs. James Miller in his 5th year as Reinhardt's head coach. He's won over 50 games, led the Eagles to an NAIA national title, 5 conference titles. He played at Virginia Tech, began coaching at Fort Lauderdale High School, had stints with Virginia Tech, UNC Pembroke, and Clark Atlanta University. Head coach of the Tigers, Chris Oliver, it's his 2nd year at the helm. Went 7-3 last season. His journey began at Ohio State as a coach. He had 10 years at Lindsey Wilson, Ohio Dominican. His recognitions include a national title, 5 Mid-South Conference titles, and he was the 2020 AFCA Coach of the Year. Pretty impressive. 2nd and 10 now for Reinhardt University. Here's the give right up inside. Trying to push his way through the linebackers, and he goes down hard. Nice carry by Jock Colbert, and he's greeted in the middle by Colton Cornish. Cornish gets a hold of him. He can't escape, and Peyton Standifer, the senior, comes from behind and drags him down.
3rd down. 37 from the 38-yard line.
3rd and 7. 4 out wide for Reinhardt University. Faking the give, and And it's a keeper right up the gut. A gain of about 2 yards for Craig.
Craig to the 41-yard line.
Fourth and 4, Reinhardt University sends on their punt unit. 2 minutes and 10 seconds played in this first quarter. We're scoreless in Waleska.
Back in Georgetown, number 5, Dylan Warren.
Cleanly snapped. Punter gets this away. Dylan Warren lets the punt go. It rolls all the way down inside the 5 to the 2-yard line. A great punt for Reinhardt University.
First and 10, Georgetown.
Alex Hardy sent away a beautiful punt. That one rolled right down. Deep back all the way to the 2. Excellent field position for RU at home. Alex Hardy, that's the kind of stuff when you're a punter, you dream about delivering a beautiful punt like that. First and 10, here's the offense of Georgetown College, one of the best in the country. We'll meet them in just a moment and see if they can dig their way out of this deep position. G-Town, quarterback Slunaker in the shotgun, trying to draw Reinhardt off sides and a lot of movement from the right tackle. He jumps.
Offense, number 77, half a distance to the goals. Still first down.
So the football goes from about the 2 back near the 1-yard line.
Ball's at the 1-yard line. First and 11.
First and 11 now for G-Town. Slunaker in the shotgun, gives it off, right side, trying to follow the right guard and right tackle, and able to get a few yards back. Second and long now. Let's quickly meet the offense of Georgetown College. Up front, it's Muth, Ellett, Gossett, Jacobs, and Hill. The tight end is Jeremy Adams. Shigog, Montgomery, Warren, and Miller catch passes. Neal and Cobb, the tailbacks, and Slunaker, the quarterback for Georgetown. Slunaker in the shotgun. Lets one go close side. It's incomplete. Great coverage defensively. Trying to get open right there. Jeremy Adams, the tight end, he comes down, runs across, and is heavily covered.
Broke up for number 2, Markel Sutton for the Eagles.
Not by one, but 2 defenders. Braylon Jones really the one who swatted the football away.
Eagle fans, you know what to do. It's third down. Make some noise.
Third and long for Georgetown College in Waleska. Audible coming here from Slunaker. He's talking to his offensive line. Adams, the tight end, is on the close side, left side of your screen. Sends the running back into motion. Slunaker's going to keep it. Squeezes between the right guard and tackle. It didn't work. Fourth and long now. Georgetown will be forced to punt from the 5-yard line. Before they get off the field, I'm going to sneak in an introduction to the defense of Reinhardt University. This is going to have to be real quick. Up front, it's Colazzo, Cannon, Shorter, and Wanham. The linebackers are Brown, Hawkins, and Sutton. Defensive backs, Brighton Peters, Kellen Neal, Key Whitlock, Cam Brooks. Gage Stevens, the returner, is standing on the 49. He had a 70-yard punt return for a touchdown a few weeks ago here at home. Stevens calling for the fair catch as he roves back and is able to snag this near the 35.
Fair catch by Gage Stevens at the 40.
So Reinhardt will take over at their own 43-yard line. Stephen Craig, 18 for 46 passing this season, 282 yards, a touchdown, and 4 picks. Had 187 yards passing, a touchdown, and 3 picks last week against the Patriots of Cumberland. Trips left for him this time, 1 receiver alone on the far side. Tailback alongside Craig, who's in the shotgun.
First and 10 from the 43.
Craig wants to throw, looking close side, check down over the middle, beautifully delivered. The best part about that play from Stephen Craig is that Jakari Clark is the far receiver, the lone receiver, and he stared down the three receivers on the close side. He was looking right at them. I thought he was going to throw it to him. He telegraphed a pass that way. Didn't even look at Jakari Clark, who's wide open over the middle for the dump down pass. They get 8 yards.
Calls after the Tiger. 49, second down.
Craig is looking down Clark this time. Glances to the far side from the shotgun. Stephen Craig, a bomb, wide open. Jakari Clark, he cooks the defensive back and takes it to the house. A 49-yard passing touchdown. What a strike.
From Stephen Craig.
Stephen Craig, his second passing touchdown on the season. Jakari Clark, his third catch on the season. 2 of his catches are for 50-plus. Unbelievable. The Eagles lead 6-0. Now for the point after try. This is Alex Hardy, the kicker. The snap and hold are good. This one is up, away, and through. 7-0. Reinhardt University is leading Georgetown College and the Tigers in Waleska, Georgia. The offense, Slunaker, the quarterback, and Darius Neal really didn't get a chance to show their stuff on that first possession they had because they were back inside of their own 5-yard line. Now on the kickoff, they'll have a chance to make some magic happen. We'll get a look at the Georgetown College Tigers offensively and see what they've brought with them to North Georgia. An early lead, and it's a crucial one for Reinhardt University, who's 1-2 on the season. Some real weirdness against Southeastern Fire. 2 weather delays really took the wind out of their sails. 2 turnovers on back-to-back drives against Southeastern allowed them to get a pick 6 and then punch in a touchdown from close range. Then on the road last week against the Patriots, obviously a heartbreaking loss for Reinhardt University, who was pushed out of the top 25 in the country and the coaches poll because of it. Looking to get their way back into that top-ranked positioning. Upsetting number 12 would certainly be a way to do it. Hardy, who just chipped through the PAT, boots this one. Fielded on the 4-yard line. Headed far side, a lot of room across the 30. Now the 40, midfield, strike one across the 30. He's got a convoy, makes his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgetown College. Dylan Warren, the senior, takes that one all the way. 95-yard kick return for a touchdown. He was on the Mid-South Conference 2023 Players to Watch list. You can see why. Now for the point after try. The snap and hold are good. This one is booted up, away, and through. Just like that, we've only played 5 minutes. We've seen 2 touchdowns in Waleska, Georgia. 7-7 between the Tigers of Georgetown and the Eagles of Reinhardt University. Reinhardt's offense, 356 yards per game on average, and they average about 25 points per game scored. 9 touchdowns entering today. They've added their 10th. It was their 4th pass touchdown on the season. Their offense will get right back to work. Didn't stay on the field long last time, but an even shorter appearance came from the offense of the Georgetown College Tigers right there with a long kick return. Kickoff is away, and this one will sail out of play, resulting in a penalty and great starting field position for Reinhardt.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team, number 44. By rule, the ball be spotted at the 35-yard line, first down.
Drew Radar with a good kick, just couldn't put it where he was looking to go through the back of the end zone for the touchback.
First and 10 for the Eagles from the 35.
Craig and Colbert from the 35-yard line.
For the Eagles on the 35. Jordan and Colbert, first and 10.
Stephen Craig calls the up back inside. Jock Colbert following the right tackle, and he doesn't have any space to work with. Colbert tries to push his way up in there, and he's gathered up and dropped. This Georgetown College defense has a lot of size. These are some huge dudes.
Number 97, loss is wrong for Georgetown. Second and 10 from the 35.
Second and long now for Reinhardt. Here's the give left side, following the left guard, able to push his way up in there for 2 yards. Colbert gets some nice blocking. Makes the 3rd and 8. Again, that defensive line is going to be a problem today for Reinhardt University. Eli Turner, Ramarian Warner, Brown are all clogging up any potential of running the football. Now we've got 4 receivers on the field for Reinhardt University. Stephen Craig glances close side twice. Wants to throw the football. The pressure is coming. Rolling. Escapes one defender and stays on his feet, takes a shot and loses his helmet at the 40 as he slides, and the flag on the play. That should result in a late hit and a free first down for Reinhardt. We'll hear what the White Cap has to say in just a moment.
Number 1, Avon starts. Flag on the play.
Big hit by the senior Devon Starks just a moment ago. Flag immediately as the helmet of Craig came off and rolled off of the field.
Pick it up! Hey, let's go! It's like soccer!
And so the official is going to wave off the flag.
It'll be 3rd and 8. Correction, 4th down and 8.
Reinhardt sending on their punt unit with Alex Hardy.
Back deep for Georgetown, number 5, and Dylan Ward. In the punt for the Eagles, number 91, Alex Hardy.
Snaps good. Hardy gets this away cleanly. Had a beautiful punt that locked the Tigers down inside of the 5 on their first possession of the day. This time it'll sail to the 28-yard line. Tigers will take over this drive on the 29-yard line. 1st and 10, Georgetown College. Sloonacre in the offense, eager to get back to work. We're tied at 7, 8 minutes, 38 seconds left in the first quarter. This Tigers offense averaging 417 yards, 55 points per game. 3 receivers out wide, 2 on the back for Sloonacre. Quarterback slings this close side, intercepted. Reinhardt University return man staying in bounds across the 30 and pushed out before he can reach down to the 20. It's Kellen Neal, the graduate student, 4-time all-conference selection, dancing and celebrating with his teammates on the close sideline. His first interception of the season, his 8th all-time with Reinhardt University. Great play by him. Sloonacre, I think, was just trying to throw the football away, and Neal saw right where he was going with it. The safety comes close side, gets underneath the ball, picks it off. 1st and 10, Reinhardt. Now here's the offense of the Eagles. Craig fakes the give and keeps it himself, going far side. He slides and is hit.
Quarterback keeper, number 17, Stephen Craig, about the 33-yard line of Georgetown.
Gain of about 3 yards.
That'll make on 25, Chad Howard for Georgetown. Pick up a 3 on the play.
Reinhardt's Coach Miller not happy that Stephen Craig is being hit when he's sliding. They threw a flag on it the first time it happened on the previous possession.
You can't get 15 yards before the boy.
James Miller still wants that flag.
Automatic unsportsmanlike. Head coach Reinhardt, 15-yard penalty after the play. Second down.
And so there's no warning. They're just going to flag James Miller. Now, I'd have to check the rule book, but I think you're supposed to give a warning first. 15 yards. It's now 2nd and very long for Reinhardt. Second and long. This is Stephen Craig on the check down close side. Receiver a little shimmy and shake and tackle down. Lewis Morris, the graduate student on the all-conference watch list, gets a handful of yards back. Now it's 3rd and very long. Reinhardt on 3rd downs is 18 of 37. That's 49% they've converted. The football is resting on the 44-yard line of the Georgetown College Tigers. They need to get it down inside of the 25. 3 options at receiver. Jock Hobart alongside Craig. Craig is glancing both ways. He wants to throw the football. Check down, caught, right on the 40. That makes it 4th and long, needing about 14 yards. The football's on the 40 of the Tigers. It looks like Reinhardt might go for this. On 4th downs this season, they've only tried it 3 times. They're 1 for 3, and they'll end up sending on the punt unit after all.
Colin Simpson on the tackle, the 4th and about 14. And the punt, number 91, Alex Harvey for the Eagles. Back deep for Georgetown, number 5, Dylan Warren.
Snaps good to Hardy, who gets this away, sailing close side. Right near the 1, and Reinhardt just barely unable to get this. The Tigers will take a sigh of relief as their offense will have good field position to start the drive.
Returns to 10 for Georgetown from the 20-yard line. 6:32 on the clock remaining in the first quarter. We're all tied at 7-all.
Chris Oliver sends on the offense of the Tigers. Tailback is Darius Neal. Sloonacre calling an audible. We're still tied at 7. 6.5 minutes remain in the first quarter. This is Neal. Neal is in trouble. He's wrapped up and dropped by a flurry of defenders. Vertez Shorter is the one who keeps him from escaping. He had some room to work with, and Shorter, the defensive lineman, came through traffic, got his hands on his hips, and dragged him down. In his first 3 years with Reinhardt, he had 6.5 sacks. Entering this week, he has 2.5 on the season. That won't go as a tackle for loss, but he also has 5 tackles for loss this season, really off to a great start in 2023. Darius Neal, definitely a guy to keep your eye on for Georgetown this afternoon. One of my pregame players to watch. Here he is again, trying to go far side. Maybe got a yard, makes third down a little more manageable as it's 3rd and 7. Darius Neal not really showing off any magic right there, but he certainly will at some point this afternoon. The junior had 140 yards rushing the football last week, 2 touchdowns, a couple of catches. Last season he had over 600 yards rushing the football and 7 touchdowns. One of his carries last week was an 88-yard rushing touchdown. It tied the long in school history. 3 receivers on 3rd and 7. Neal's alongside Sloonacre. Tigers offense down the field, caught. That'll move the chains. 1st and 10, Georgetown College. Great ball roped far side by Garrett Sloonacre. Moves the chains now on 1st and 10. Faking the check down as he gives it off to Neal up inside, who's able to drive his way forward for 3 yards. That's a product of that offensive line. The offensive line of Georgetown College is a notable point. It's a strong point for the Tigers. All of them are upperclassmen. 4 of them are seniors. That's a lot of experience. Guys from Crestwood, Kentucky, Huntsville, Alabama, Louisville, Kentucky, Shelbyville, and Paris, Kentucky. Really a great line up front. Ellett, Gossett, Jacobs, and Hill are all seniors. Muth, the lone junior, is the left tackle. Man in motion for Sloonacre, looking up the field. Long ball, the strike is caught. Down inside of the 40 of Reinhardt as he signals for the first down. It's the secondary tight end, Cade Mullins, the senior from Georgetown. Latest prep at Scott County High School, showing off that he's still got it right there. 4 minutes left in this first quarter in a tie football game. Chris Oliver calling in the audible. 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Here's the give, far side. Off the outside hip of the left tackle. Big shot delivered by Key Whitlock as Isaiah Cobb is forced out of play, but the senior gets more than enough to move the chains on a 16-yard carry. 1st and 10, Georgetown. 4 units changing out for Reinhardt University. Tigers will bring Cobb back off of the field. Darius Neal back in at running back.
1st and 10, Georgetown.
Cobb 6 carries, 57 yards, and a touchdown last week against U-Pike. This season, he's only got to carry the ball about 10 times. Good for 75 yards. 1st and 10 for Georgetown. Sloonacre, the pocket is collapsing quickly, ropes this one close side, it's caught. That's a nice gain, about 4 yards. 2nd and medium for the Tigers.
17 from Garrett Sloonacre. Tackled by number 43, Cortez Brown for the Eagles. Pick up 3 yards, 2nd and 7. Calls at the Eagle 14-yard line, 2nd down.
Tiger offense in the red zone. There's the give right up inside to Neal. Neal rolls off of one defender, still driving his legs. He dives and he's in. Touchdown, Georgetown Tigers. Darius Neal His 6th touchdown of 2023. The Frederick Douglass High product of Lexington, Kentucky, continues his electric season for Georgetown right there. It's 13-7. Now for the point after try. Georgetown ships this through. Just like that, back to a 1-touchdown game. It's 14-7. Georgetown leads Reinhardt's Eagles in Waleska, Georgia. We'll get another look at the offense of RU. Reinhardt, 1 touchdown today, came on a long ball. Stephen Craig piped one in from 49 yards out, found Jakari Clark on the close sideline. Clark had burned the defensive back, took it to the house. And now it's a 1-touchdown game as Darius Neal gets the lead back for Georgetown. This one skeeters off of the field, and so good starting field position for Reinhardt. It was cold this morning, about 66 degrees when I got here at kickoff.
Number 44.
Just over 70 degrees. Now it's really starting to heat up. 78 degrees here in Waleska. Obviously nothing compared to what we had a few weeks ago. We had one Friday, Saturday here in North Georgia where it was like 105 degrees. That was horrible. 1st and 10, Reinhardt's offense. 2 options at receiver. The up back is Lewis Morris. Craig gives it off to Colbert, who goes to the far side, following the right tackle and guard. He gets 2 yards. 2nd and 8 for Reinhardt.
David Colbert. Stop at number 90, Reese Brown. Pick up 2 yards of the play.
Eagles average about 163 yards per game rushing the football. Craig on 2nd and 8. Wants to throw. Ropes this over the middle. It's incomplete. Intended for Clark. Falls short. Clark was double covered. 90 seconds left in this first quarter.
Starts to Georgetown. 3rd and 8 from the 37-yard line.
Third and 8 for the Eagles. Check down over the middle, just kind of lofted in there. Nice little catch and run makes it 4th and 5.
Stephen Craig.
Tyshawn Jordan, the junior, gets a hold of the football.
Tackle made number 24, Kyron Simpson.
4th and medium, Alex Hardy will come out to punt the football away.
Back deep for Georgetown, number 5, Devin Warren. And the punt for the Eagles, number 91.
Great stop defensively for Georgetown College. Seventh punt of the season that this defense has forced, and this time it's a good one for Hardy as it rolls all the way down near the 25-yard line.
Georgetown has the ball 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line. 39 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
Tigers really haven't tried to throw the football much at all in this first quarter. They average about 174 pass yards per game. They rush for about 243 per game on the ground. Garrick Slunaker. Eyes locked dead ahead as he runs through his cadence. Garrick looking far side, running with the football. He's got some green room, lofts it downfield and out of play. Slunaker was picked off a couple of drives ago, just his second interception of the season.
That receiver was number 85. Second and 10.
Slunaker calls the receiver into motion, and before he can give this off, the flag and the whistle. Senior Isaiah Cobb was looking to come close side.
Offense, number 59, 5-yard penalty, replay, second down.
False start is the call, flag thrown on the center.
Move the ball back to the 18-yard line.
Working, son, working.
Second and 15.
Football is on the 18-yard line. It's second and about 14. Three options at receiver. The give. Tailback Cobb trying to push his way up inside. Nowhere to go. Reinhardt's defense crushing in. Keeping the tailback from creating any space. It's now 3rd and 13 for Georgetown.
John Marble on the stop in 99 for the Eagles. Make it 3rd and 13 to be at the 20-yard line to start the second quarter here at Dr. C.K. Whitefield.
One quarter is in the books. After 15 minutes, it's 14-7. Georgetown College Tigers lead Reinhardt University's Eagles. We've got all the action. Quarter number 2 coming up. Georgetown facing a 3rd and long situation. They'll now be playing with the sun at their backs. Could play a factor, having the sun in your eyes. We'll see. The offense of Georgetown College has only been forced to go for it on 3rd down. They're 7 of 17. I say go for it. They've only had to try to convert 17 3rd downs this season. They've only converted 7 of those attempts, so 41%. This is a 3rd and long situation.
The 3rd and 13 from the 20. Start the second quarter for Georgetown. Thanks a lot.
Tigers offense needs 13 yards. Cobb is the tailback. Garrick Slunaker lasers one over the middle. It's caught. That'll move the chains. 1st and 10. Georgetown College to their own 44-yard line. Great pass delivered to Aaron Maggard, the senior. His 3rd catch on the season. He had 29 yards entering this afternoon.
For the Eagles, to be 1st and 10. Ball's at the 44-yard line. 1st down.
After moving the chains, Georgetown 5 options at receiver. Cobb split out into the slot. Slunaker has a lot of options. Lofts this right side. It's caught. Boxing out the defensive back, the tight end Jeremy Adams hangs onto the football, uses that 6'5" frame, his size, his power and speed, gets a hold of it and doesn't let go. It's 1st and 10 now. Georgetown running the hurry up. This is Cobb going far side, rolling over a defender down to the very edge of the red zone right on the 20. 2nd and about 4. Georgetown hurrying back to the line. Tigers, similar formation, 3 options at receiver.
2nd and 2.
Cobb is the running back. Sloonacre, now an audible coming. They'll slow down for a moment. Quarterback glances left side. Here's the give off to Cobb. Cobb follows the center and left guard. Tackled from behind, but he'll gain 7 yards. 1st and 10 down to the 14-yard line of Reinhardt's Eagles. Cobb's off the field. Darius Neal, the junior, back on.
Will be at the Eagle 14-yard line, 1st and 10.
Change at receiver as well. First and 10 for the Tigers. Godby in motion. There's the give. Godby tackled down. He gets about 4 yards. Great carry by Godby. Dragged down from behind by the defensive back of Reinhardt, the dog, Markel Sutton. Sutton, 12 tackles, a pick, 2 pass breakups.
Big for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Dog's not a nickname. That's the position they're running him at.
Ball's at the Eagle 10-yard line. 2nd down and 6.
Second and medium. Sloonacre running through his cadence, glances left side, wants to throw the football. Pocket is collapsing deep for the corner, and it's incomplete. Kellen Neal right there, his intended receiver. Covered up by Neal, and with Darian Montgomery unable to get to the football.
3rd and 6 from the Eagle 10-yard line.
Georgetown is 10 yards from the end zone. They need about 6 to move the chains and keep it alive for a 1st and goal. 4 options at receiver. Now there's a false start. Could be encroachment, but I believe the offense jumped.
Defense, 5-yard penalty. Replay, 3rd down.
Reinhardt's defense coming off sides right there. A free 5 yards to the Tigers. That'll probably change their play call. It's 3rd and less than a yard to gain.
From the 5. Make some noise, Eagle fan.
Two receivers close side. Darius Neal alongside the quarterback. Quarterback shovels it. Neal cuts back inside, reaching for the end zone, and he's in. Touchdown, Georgetown College. They lead 20-7, 11 and a half minutes left in the 1st half. Drew Radar for the point after try. Snap and hold are good. Radar boots this up away, and it's through. 21-7, a 14-point lead for the Tigers of Georgetown. We're on the road, North Georgia, NAIA football coming to you live from Waleska. Don't go anywhere. Georgetown will kick the football back to the Eagles of Reinhardt. Fielded back on the 5-yard line by Jordan. Jordan across the 20, takes a shot and topples down to the 24-yard line. 1st and 10, Reinhardt University will take over about 75 yards from the end zone.
Pre-kickoff brass for Georgetown. 1st and 10 for the Eagles at the 25. 1st and 10.
Craig with Jock Colbert alongside him. Football right on the 25-yard line. Craig gives to Colbert right up the middle, a lot of room. Pinballs off a linebacker and dragged down as he reaches to the 35-yard line. And that'll move the chains on a 10-yard carry.
That is a
great start to the drive for the sophomore running back, Jock Colbert. Last season, he only touched the ball 10 times, had 104 yards and 1 touchdown. Entering this afternoon, 355 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns.
1st and 10, RU from the 35.
Craig gives it off to Jock Colbert a second time. He's in trouble in the backfield. Wrapped up initially, he escaped and takes a secondary shot. Big hit delivered there by the corner, Kyron Simpson, the senior.
Tackled by number 24, Kyron Simpson. And 25, Chad Howard for Georgetown. 2nd and 10 from the 35.
Stephen Craig looking both ways. Craig through his cadence. The handoff to Colbert, who is stopped and escapes initially. Now he's dragged down at the 42-yard line. Great carry by Jock Colbert. Defensive lineman had a hand on his jersey, had a fistful of cloth. He escapes. Eventually stopped up 3 yards shy of moving the chains. Lewis Morris is the deep back behind Craig.
Number 42.
Stephen Craig has 4 options at receiver. Morris is changing sides. Reinhardt needs 3. They need to reach their own 45. Here's the give to Morris. A lot of motion in the backfield, and it confuses the defense. Eagles get 8 yards down to the midfield stripe.
That's a paid relocation. 1st down at midfield.
Great use of misdirection. Morris entered this afternoon with 3 catches for 30 yards.
9
minutes left in the first half. Same formation on 1st and 10. Colbert standing on the 45. Here's the give on the end around. A lot of room across the 45 and tackled down at the 44-yard line of Georgetown College. The junior on the end around, David Friedberg. 8 catches this season, 210 yards, 2 receiving touchdowns entering this afternoon.
3, Jacob Brass at Georgetown.
Trips on the close side for Stephen Craig. Jakari Clark is the lone receiver on the back. Craig shouting out to his offensive line, glances to the trip side. Snap here and the whistle sounds.
Full start. Offense, number 78. 5-yard penalty, replay, 2nd down.
Clock still running. Clock still running.
Anybody want to do the 50-50?
Clock for 8 minutes and 20 seconds. 8:20.
Ball's at the Georgetown 49-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 9.
2nd down and long. Reinhardt needs 9 yards after the penalty.
You do the same for
from the 49 of the Tigers. Here's the give right up inside. What a move. Lunging his way through traffic, Jock Colbert is tackled down. Good-looking cleanup by Chad Holleran, senior linebacker. Makes it a 3rd and short situation for Reinhardt University. Entering this afternoon, 18 of 37. That's 50% on 3rd downs. Reinhardt, defense read it perfectly. Colbert with a good cut reaches down to the 39-yard line. That'll move the chains. Good blocking and a better carry by Jock Colbert, who creates the first down with his legs. Georgetown did everything right defensively on that play. The linebacker coming up, crowding the line on the side they're running to. Just not enough pressure. 7 minutes, 25 seconds left in this second quarter of play. Lewis Morris still in at tailback. He'll take the give right up the gut, creating some room for himself as he stopped at the 31. It'll make it 2nd and a little longer than a yard. Reinhardt is running the hurry-up. Stephen Craig looks both ways, through his cadence quickly. Fakes the give to Morris, throws the stiff arm as he's tackled down by the big man in the backfield. Good read by Isaac Young, the defensive end. The senior chases him down, gets a hold of him, and drags him to the turf.
Make it 3rd and 3.
That'll be Young's 2nd tackle for a loss this season. Shared one earlier this year.
33-yard line. David Starks on the stop. Georgetown.
Jakari Clark isolated on the close side near the sideline. Here's the give. Jock Colbert pinballs off of one defender inside of the red zone and forced out of play. 1st and 10. Reinhardt down to the 15-yard line of Georgetown College.
First down. Goes out of bounds number 23, Peyton Sanford for Georgetown. 1st and 10. From the Georgetown, the 15-yard line.
Reinhardt still hurrying. Bunch set far side of receivers, man in motion. Here's the give on the end around. He's going nowhere. Wrapped up in the backfield and dragged to the ground. That was a good job using misdirection in the hurry up, but an even better job by the linebacker, Tyler Snell. Snell gets into the backfield. Gets his 2nd tackle for loss this season. He's now forced opposing offenses to lose 23 yards with his tackles for loss. Two on either side. Colbert is the tailback. Craig shouting out to the offensive line. Reinhardt needs almost 20 yards. There's the give to Colbert. And gets back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. 3rd and long. 5 minutes left in this first half.
Tyler Snell, number 55 and 52. Marion Warner on the tackle for Georgetown.
Gage Stevens along the sideline on the close side. Jakari Clark all alone on the far side. Tailback is Morris.
36-8.
Steven running through his cadence. Slings this close side. It's incomplete. Check down. Intended for Morris, just out of reach.
3, Lewis Morris from Stephen Craig.
Now it's 4th and long. Alex Hardy, the kicker, onto the field. Craig on to hold the ball. This would be a 40-yard field goal. Snap and hold are good. It's blocked. Pinballs off of the line and out of play. And so it'll remain a 2-touchdown game as the Tigers of Georgetown College get the football back. 4.5 minutes left in the first half.
Deflected by number 24, Kyron Simpson of Georgetown. It's first and 10, Georgetown from the 23-yard line. 4:31 remaining in the second quarter.
First and 10 for the Tigers. Georgetown calls Adams into motion, the tight end up to block. Here's the give, far side, reverses fields a couple of times, and Darius Neal is dragged down as he gets 11 yards, and that'll move the chains on the first play of the drive. 4:20 left now in the first half. Clock is rolling. Great carry by Darius Neal.
Good for a first down at the 34-yard
And the
line.
dog right there, the junior, McGee, gets the tackle. 14 tackles for him this season, entering this afternoon, an interception and a few pass breakups as well. 3 options at receiver. The pitch to Neal, it's a reverse. A lot of room far side, and getting about 6 yards before he's dragged down just shy of the 40. Good carry by Dylan Warren, the senior. Warren just a handful of catches against U Pike last week. 3 catches, 35 yards.
To the 39-yard line.
He was on the players to watch list for the preseason this year.
Number 25, Kendrick Hawkins for the Eagles. Second and 5 from the 39.
Slunaker hands it off, backside, and the tailback gets 3 yards. Good carry, decent gain. Left tackle bought some space for Reese Johnson, the sophomore.
Lando Gander, number 40 on the side. 3rd and 2 from the 42. 3rd down.
Jeremy Adams is lined up on the close side of the field on that last play, the tight end. Trying to show that they would block to the left, but instead going right with the right guard, Nathan Jacobs, and the right tackle, Max Hill. And a timeout taken down on the field by the Tigers of Georgetown College. Chris Oliver calling for that. They want to talk about this before they run their next play. 2:24 left in this second quarter. Reinhardt's defense working to bend without breaking. Georgetown would love to go deep and punch in another one and really run up their lead here going into the halftime break. Whiteboard time is going to be crucial for both programs. Reinhardt University has done a lot of things really well in this first half. They made a few crucial mistakes. They're going to be looking to clean a couple of things up, punch in a couple of touchdowns, and get back in this one. Georgetown College would love to score right here and kind of put it out of reach to some degree entering the half. Third and short for Georgetown. Quarterback's alone in the backfield. Fakes the give, and a great play. An awesome read on the keeper by Slunaker. Tackled down in the backfield by Orlando Gandy Jr. That's his 3rd tackle for loss this season. Gandy Jr.'s had 12 tackles this year, a couple of sacks as well. 4th and medium. And another timeout taken down on the field. This time it's by the Eagles, who want the football back. 2 minutes, 6 seconds left in this first half. Let's see if we can sneak a look around at some of the scoring going on throughout the country football scoreboard from NAIA. Warner in Florida leads Kentucky Christian 35-0. Roosevelt leads Indiana Wesleyan 14-7. OUAZ leads SAGU 21-0. St. Francis and Taylor are just getting started, still scoreless there. Still scoreless, Peru State, Missouri Baptist. That's all the games we've got right now. A couple dozen other games kicking off throughout the day today. Reinhardt takes the timeout. They want the football back. 2 minutes, 6 seconds.
Number 12, Gage Stevens for the Eagles. Pulled down. 2:06 on the clock.
Good snap. Punter gets this away. Far side, and it rolls off of the field. 1st and 10, Reinhardt will take over. Eagles will start this drive on their own 36-yard line.
2 minutes left in the second quarter here. RU ball at the 36-yard line, the 1st and 10.
Oh, I see. Okay, makes sense.
Craig looking close side. Clark is the lone receiver on the far side. Lewis Morris, the running back. Craig wants to throw. Pressure is coming. Check down over the middle. Jakari Clark catches that, gets at least 9. He's right near the line to gain. Close official has got him as getting it, and now they'll move the chains. Reinhardt gets 11 yards on their first play of the drive. 1:48 left in the first half. Running the hurry up. Clark's alone on the close side now. Stephen Craig in the shotgun. Pockets collapsing quickly. Check down close side is incomplete. Clark dives for that. It falls to the turf.
Stephen Craig.
2nd and 10. The clock stops with 91 seconds on it. 21-7, a 14-point lead for Georgetown.
From the 47.
Craig lofts this close side, and a beautiful interception by the Georgetown Tigers. What a play by Tyler Snell, the sophomore. His first interception on the season.
48-yard line, 1st and 10.
6'1", 220 out of South Warren High in Bowling Green, Kentucky. Full extension right there. Gets a hold of that with one hand, hooks it in, able to hang on to the football, and creates the turnover with less than 90 seconds left in this first half. Georgetown Tigers will look to extend their lead, which is right now 14. Sludaker checks down close side and picked off by Reinhardt. They're just playing pitch and catch. Getting it right back, and he's all fired up. That's Kendrick Hawkins. Hawkins' 3rd interception of the season. The graduate student, the Mike, gets a hold of the football. Now there is a flag back on the 41.
Flag on the play.
I would have sat that one out.
After the play, unsportsmanlike. Offense, number 5. 15 yards from the end of the run. 1st down. That's number 5, first unsportsmanlike.
So the calls against the receiver of Georgetown College. It's free yardage for Reinhardt University. 1 minute, 20 seconds left in the first half.
At the Georgetown 29, first and 10.
21-7 Tigers. Reinhardt with the football. Stephen Craig is alone in the backfield. There's an up back. Craig. Close side looking for Clark. It goes out of play. And a flag on the back as he's hit late.
Flag on the play.
I don't think he was hit hard, but too much contact for the liking of the umpire. And the senior lineman, the defensive end, touches him there. Flag comes right away.
Personal foul, roughing the passer. Defense number 94. Half the distance to the goal. Automatic first down.
So a bunch of free yards for Reinhardt on back-to-back plays. Now the football is down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st and 10 Reinhardt. They could move it one more time, get a 1st and goal.
First and 10.
Craig in the shotgun. Jack Colbert is to his left. Lewis Morris, the up back. Jakari Clark on the far sideline. Here's the give to Colbert. Colbert following the right guard and tackle, and just a lot of pressure and traffic. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and 10.
Tackle number 24, Garrett Simpson. Also 41, Colton Morris on the tackle for Georgetown.
Under 1 minute left in this second quarter. 48 seconds. Steven, check down pass far side. Lewis Morris hops over one defender and dragged down right near the line to gain. Should be 3rd and about a yard with 35 seconds left to go in this first half. And a timeout taken down on the field. Reinhardt's Eagles burn their 2nd timeout. They've got 1 left to play with.
Georgetown 6-yard line. 3rd down.
The ball is just a couple of yards away from the end zone here on the 6-yard line. This will change the face of the whole game, whether or not they score here. If they don't score, taking a 14-point lead in the halftime break, that's a big deal for the Tigers. It's a good cushion. If they score, it's just a 7-point game. It's as much about optics and momentum as it is about actually mattering. You take a 14-point lead into the half, you're feeling a lot better. If you can stop Reinhardt and goal to end the second quarter, you're feeling a lot better about how things are going than if they score with seconds left in the first half. You take that feeling with you into the locker room. College football live from North Georgia. 21-7. The Tigers of Georgetown lead Reinhardt's Eagles. The Eagles have the football on the 6. 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1 from the Georgetown 6-yard
30
line.
feet from the end zone. Colbert the running back, and Gage Stevens is the close receiver. Clark alone on the far side. Sending the receiver into motion. There's the give. Colbert throws the stiff arm, pinballs his way up in there and able to knife his way forward for 2, maybe 3 yards. 1st and goal, a flag on the play.
Stop of 1, David Starks. And 25, Chad Holland on the tackle for Georgetown.
30 seconds exactly on the clock.
Personal foul, face mask, defense number 25. Half the distance to the goal.
And so that's a penalty against the Mike linebacker, the senior, Chad Holleran. The face mask gives a couple of extra free yards to Reinhardt University.
Page with location, first down.
It's 1st and goal, deep into the red zone, down to the 3.
30 seconds remaining.
Craig is under center. Samarcus Burney is the deep back. Stephen Craig gives it off. Bernie barreling forward, trying to push his way in there. Looks like a human battering ram as he reaches for the end zone. No whistle yet. The officials trying to sort this out. 20.8 seconds on the clock. Timeout taken.
Timeout. Reinhardt, their third and final of the half.
Eagles are going to go ahead and use their last timeout with 20 seconds and change showing on the clock. Good look there, bringing in the sophomore Bernie. I like the play call. Bernie's a bit more stout than the other options in the running back room for Reinhardt University. Just a couple of touches entering week 4, but you can see it. The sophomore from Claxton, Georgia is just a bowling ball when he gets the football.
Marcus Bernie was on the carry. 52 on the stop. Marion Warner for Georgetown.
Reinhardt makes a handful of personnel changes.
Time left is 20 seconds on the clock. Second and goal.
Marcus Bernie is still the running back. Lewis Morris, the lone receiver, out wide. Stephen Craig looking to line up under center. Between him and Bernie is Devin Sullins, the junior, who's going to block. From the 1-yard line, 20 seconds left. It's second and goal. Craig under center draws the defense off sides. Romarian Warner, the junior, jumped.
Defense. Number 94. After this was the goal, replay, second down.
Half the distance to the goal, 4 more inches. Reinhardt University, end goal. 20 seconds left in the half. Marcus Bernie, the up back, pushing forward. And the officials, I think, blew the whistle before the play. It would have been a touchdown, but I think they're going to say the running back jumped. The running back moved before the play. The ref wasn't, he doesn't want to get this wrong. He's going to go back and double check. I think he might be checking the running back's number.
It's not that difficult of a call.
Still looking around. Doesn't like it. 17 seconds on the clock.
Replay second down. Please reset the game clock to 20 seconds. 20 seconds.
Well, they called that on number 5, but there's no, that's a defensive lineman. He's not on the field, Aclazzo. It doesn't matter, though. The running back definitely jumped. Second and long now, it feels like. It's an end goal situation for Reinhardt. The football's on the 6. Jock Colbert is in at running back. 19 seconds. Rolling. Wants to throw. He's got a little bit of space. Tries to take it himself. He's forced out of play with 12 seconds left on the clock. It's third and goal.
Quarterback keeper number 17, Stephen Craig for the Eagles.
Well, the best thing that he did right there was Craig got out of play, and that stops the clock for Reinhardt.
Force out of number 25, Chad Howard for Georgetown.
Showing a little bit of ice in his veins on the play. Stretched it out, kept it alive, kept moving his legs right there. 12 seconds to play with. They've got 4 receivers on. Lewis Morris is in at running back. Football's on the 4. Stephen Craig is in the shotgun. Craig tosses this over the middle. It's incomplete, and now it's 4th and goal. Romarian Warner, the junior, hurries the quarterback. He's got a bunch of those this season, a couple of tackles for loss and a pass breakup as well. 4th and goal with 9 seconds left in the half. Reinhardt looks like they're going to go ahead and go for it. Stephen Craig in the shotgun. Lewis Morris alongside him. And a timeout taken by Georgetown College's Tigers. Well, when scoring opportunities are few and far between at this level, in a matchup like this, two of the best teams in America, you have to score. The Tigers desperately need to stop the Eagles. The Eagles desperately need to make this a one-touchdown game entering the half. Tigers are going to take full advantage of the timeout. Reinhardt could change it up here. They could change gears. Doesn't look like they will. Staying with it, Stephen Craig, Jack Holbert back onto the field. They're on the 4-yard line. It's 4th and goal. Just 9 seconds left in the first half. Reinhardt trails by 2 touchdowns. It's loud here in Waleska. 3 options at receiver. Jack Holbert to the left of Stephen Craig. Craig looks both ways. Now the snap. Fakes the give. Wants to throw. Left side. It's incomplete. Takes a shot on the back end of the play. And it's a turnover on downs with 5 seconds left in the first half.
First and 10, Georgetown from the 4-yard line.
Stephen Craig did everything he could to sell the handoff on the play action. Colbert buried his way up in there, checked it down left side, looking for Gage Stevens, who ran a little hitch. And it fell short. Now there's a flag on the far side of the field.
Sideline warning.
Thrown against the Tigers.
Warning only.
And Georgetown will just run out the clock on this first half. They're content to take that 14-point lead to the locker room. Whiteboard time in store for these two programs. What a hotly contested first 2 quarters in Waleska. Reinhardt trails by 2 scores to the Georgetown Tigers. The boys from Kentucky would love to extend that lead coming out of the gate, entering quarter 3. We'll have stats. We'll look around at the scoreboard, talk about the top 25 and more as part of our halftime break. Don't go anywhere. College football coming to you live.
At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, we see champions everywhere we look. In every sport, on every court, we're building a foundation to ensure all athletes are safe, supported, and strengthened. At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, ending abuse is not just our job. It's our promise.
At the Salvation Army, a meal isn't just a meal. It's fuel for imagination, determination, and dreams. It's energy to be role models, change makers, and to just be kids. With your gift, a full meal means a full heart, a full night's sleep, and a future full of possibilities.
Let's get into the NAIA Top 25 for this window. The coaches have voted and made their voice heard. First overall remains Northwestern Iowa. No movement there. They're 3-0 now. 418 points on the poll for them. Grandview out of Iowa remains in second. Morningside in third. Indiana Wesleyan has moved up one spot from fifth to fourth. They're 3-0 with 362 points. Marietta's up a spot to fifth. Bethel and Tennessee up a spot to sixth. And College of Idaho is up a spot to seventh. All the way back from fourth is Kaiser. They are eighth now in Florida. 1-2 overall in the season. They have 306 points still in the poll. 4-0 Southwestern and Kansas. They are ninth overall. No movement there. No movement at 10th where Carroll remains. Lindsey Wilson at 11th and Georgetown is at 12th. All staying in place. Texas Wesleyan is in 13th. No movement there. St. Francis out of Illinois has jumped 3 spots to 14th from 17th. In 15th is Montana Tech. They've come up 1 spot. Dorda's up 3 spots to 16th. Concordia in Michigan in 17th. St. Xavier in the 18th slot. In 19th, it's Cumberland's. Evangel is in 20th, and 21st is Benedictine out of Kansas. OUAZ out in Arizona. Surprise is in 22nd. The 23rd spot occupied by St. Thomas. Dickinson State in the 24th slot. Graceland in Iowa has dropped back to 25th from 18th. And just outside, looking in, Reinhardt University's Eagles. They would be in the 26th spot if the poll went beyond that. We'll be back with kickoff in just a moment. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back with all the action on the Southeast Sports Network.
At the Salvation Army, a shelter isn't just a place to rest. It's a chance to shed layers, let loose, and finally let it go. With your gift, a warm bed is just the beginning. It's the first night of a new day. When our homeless neighbors feel safe enough to close their eyes, they can see the way forward.
Kids across America are going to school hungry. Millions of kids every day. But one simple thing can help change all of this for a hungry child in America. Good, healthy food and the energy it brings. With help from caring people across America, No Kid Hungry is providing healthy meals and hope to hungry kids so they can build better futures. To learn more about ending child hunger in America, go to helpnokidhungry.org today.
We are champions of the character.
Welcome back to Waleska, Georgia. In our game, it's 21-7, a 14-point lead for the Tigers of Georgetown College. Halftime is coming to an end pretty quickly here. Our third quarter will be getting started. Taking a look at the scoreboard, Warner's beating up on Kentucky Christian 42-0 at the half. Roosevelt leading Indiana Wesleyan by 7, 14-7 at the halftime break. Third quarter just getting started where OUAZ is leading SAGU 28-0. It's 7-0 as St. Francis is leading Taylor. That's an interesting one. 10 minutes left in the first half in that game. Closing in on the half, St. Thomas University leads Texas Wesleyan 21-7. Peru State leads Missouri Baptist 14-2. Madonna is losing to St. Xavier 24-0, and they're just getting started there. Olivet Nazarene leads 6-0 over Lawrence Tech, and they're just partway through that second quarter. Just a few seconds into the Clark Mid-America Nazarene game. Lindsey Wilson leads Bluefield by a touchdown. They're 4 minutes into the game, and so many other great contests coming up today in NAIA play. Taking a look at the NCAA, Michigan leads Rutgers 14-7 at the half. I love it. You love to see it. Hang in there, Jimmy H. Oklahoma leads Cincinnati 10-3. They're at the half. Clemson leads Florida State 17-14. Number 4, Florida State trailing by 3 to Clemson at the half. And that's it for scores right now. Other games coming up today. Miami of Florida at Temple. That's a 3:30 kick. Colorado at Oregon, 3:30 kick. Mississippi at Alabama, 3:30 kick. Duke at Connecticut, UCLA, Utah, all 3:30 games. Just a couple of minutes away from our second half here. We've had a great first couple of quarters of play. Reinhardt did everything they could to punch it in end goal. They were down there, end goal for what felt like forever, seconds left, and tried to score so many different ways. Threw a pass, a hitch over to Gage Stevens, and it just came up short. And our score remained a 14-point game, 2-touchdown lead for Georgetown College coming out of this first half into the second half of play. Taking a look at the NAIA Top 25 as voted on by the coaches. Northwestern out of Iowa remains in first. Grandview in second. Morningside third. Indiana Wesleyan fourth. Marion fifth. Bethel in Tennessee is sixth. College of Idaho is seventh. Kaiser is eighth. Southwestern ninth. Carroll is 10th. Georgetown is 12th. They're number 12 in the country. Reinhardt is just outside of the top 25 looking in, receiving a lot of votes. They would be 26th if the poll went beyond 25 spots.
Kennesaw State.
We're closing in on this second half, 21-7. Both programs have had some whiteboard time, some time to talk over their strategy. We'll see if they make any changes to what they're doing. Here in North Georgia, Reinhardt University Eagles, who are 1-2 on the season, playing host to the undefeated Georgetown College Tigers. In regular season NAIA non-conference, it's a big challenge for these two programs. Tigers 2-0. Eagles 1-2. We're in University Stadium in Waleska. Heated up quick. It was 65 degrees this morning, chilly. It's almost 80 degrees here. Not only is it hot as far as air temperature goes, but the game has been a hot one as well. Sizzling action down on the turf, clobbering each other to this point. We'll see if things change. Players to watch that I highlighted during the pregame. Reinhardt, we talked about Jock Colbert, David Friedberg. Those are the offensive players to watch. Hawkins and Aklotso were the players to watch on defense. Hawkins came up with a big pick. Colbert has been very active. Friedberg has been quiet to this point. It'll be interesting to see if they get him involved in the game plan in the second half. National champion, javelin thrower, two-time national champion. The Tigers, we talked about watching Slunaker and Darius Neal. They've both been very effective. Holleran and Warner, the players to watch defensively. All four of them have been crucial pieces in taking that 14-point lead to the half. The Tigers of Georgetown will start the third quarter with the ball as Reinhardt will kick it back to them.
92, Reed Schwedweiser. Back deep to Georgetown. Number 5, Dylan Warren. Number 0, to Dorian Montgomery.
Kick goes out of play, a flag, and great starting field position for Georgetown College.
Free kick out of bounds. Georgetown has elected to re-kick 5 yards back.
So Reinhardt will have to back up and kick again. Reed Schrottweiser, the junior in-it kicker. Not somebody we've seen. Alex Hardy, the regular kicker punter for Reinhardt University.
A re-kick.
well off the tee. We've got a holder for the kickoff. This one is away. Fielded back just inside of the 10. Return man across the 20. A little room at the 30, and he's dragged down there by Keon McGee. Nice return. Georgetown Tigers will start in great field position to open quarter 3. 14-point game, 21-7. Georgetown leads. Here comes their offense. Sloonacre, the sophomore, leading the 11 onto the field. Darius Neal along with him.
Georgetown, first and 10.
Darius Neal moves up alongside Sloonacre. Gehrig the pitch to Neal. Darius Neal is in trouble, shedding tacklers, stays on his feet and now tackled down. Maybe a gain of a yard on forward progress as he's right at the 35. What a swarm of defenders. He escaped about 4 and finally cleaned up as he stayed on his feet. There's too many guys swarming to the ball. Orlando Gandy Jr. finally the one who wrapped him up, the junior. Second and 10 for the Tigers. 3 options at receiver. Gehrig in trouble in second. Vertes shorter. The senior gets into the backfield, delivers a big hit.
Ball back to the 20-yard line.
Entered this afternoon with 2.5 sacks on the season. He's got a tackle for loss and a sack this afternoon. What a day. Should be his 11th career sack for Reinhardt University with 3.5 this season. Sloonacre in the pocket, distributed far side, and he goes down shy of the line to gain. Good tackling. Brighton Peters, the freshman, drags him down, grabs a hold, hangs on. It's 4th down. Tigers are at the line, showing like they're going to go for it, but now the punt unit will change it. Brighton Peters, 6 tackles this season. He's got a tackle for a loss, a bunch of pass breakups. Just a freshman for Reinhardt University. He had 7 interceptions in high school. Played 28 games as a starter in Gadsden, Alabama, at Norcross High School. Fourth down and 3. Punter is standing back inside the 30 on the 28. Beautiful delivery, winding its way through the air. Fielded back in the 10. Return man trying to outrun the defender and drag down on the 5-gauge Stevens. Covered up and stopped. Very efficient coverage by the Tigers. 14 points separate these two. Reinhardt University couldn't score in an end goal situation to end the first half. They'll look to flip the script here as we'll get our first look at this offense for the second half. And a change at quarterback. They've been going back and forth this year. Taylor Jackson and Stephen Craig splitting time. Craig played all of last week, played all of the first half. Now it's Taylor Jackson who's in the shotgun.
At quarterback, 15, Taylor Jackson.
Jackson's got a great story. The junior, a transfer student from Brevard. 3 receivers out wide. Jackson checks down far side. Lots of room, makes the defender miss. Stumbles at the 15, across the 20, and over the sideline at the 23-yard line. Big gain, 1st and 10, Reinhardt to start the drive. First and 10, Eagles. 4 options at receiver for Jackson. Tailback is Morris.
The page relocation first down for the Eagles.
Jackson sends Tyshawn Jordan into motion, keeps it. He takes a hit as he lofts the ball close side. Friedberg is his intended target right there, and Friedberg is heavily defended by Jason Hayes, the junior, able to break that up. Jason Hayes from Centerville, Ohio. Played at Centerville High School. He's got a few pass breakups already this season, a tackle for loss, a handful of tackles. 2nd and 10, snap slow, he gets a hold of it. Rolling out, pressure coming from behind, delivered over the middle, lofted carefully down the field. Big time gain, the football comes out. I think his knee was down. Wait for it. Wait for the call.
The 47-yard line. Tackled by number 23, Peyton Satterfield, Georgetown.
That one was roped to Tyson Jordan. It remains a Reinhardt University football. His knee hit the turf before that came out. It would have been a great strip. I think they're going to challenge this. Chris Oliver's out on the field, a couple of yards. He's dropped his challenge flag. Definitely understand why, if you're on the other sideline on ground level, you definitely are going to challenge that. You have to at this level. You don't know, you don't have anybody up here. Maybe he does have a coach up here in his ear saying challenge that, but certainly from where I'm at, that did not look like a fumble.
Rolling on the field, third down.
See, this is why we need ESPN here. We need a $60,000 replay machine so we can rewatch it live on the broadcast. So the referee will go down. They're going to double check this under the tent in the back of the end zone. If it was a fumble, it would have been a split second. You know, you'd have to have, first of all, the perfect shot of it to see his knee, whether or not it was on the turf when the ball came out. It would have been perfect timing and an excellent play by the defensive back. That's the beauty of instant replay. 20 years ago, you never could have taken a second look at this. You just have to roll with it. Love the decision by NAIA to bring in instant replay like this and give teams a chance, overturn these crucial calls. And even if this isn't overturned, it really is an advantage for the Tigers because they've stopped a great drive. You know, Reinhardt had roped a few great passes in a row. They had some momentum. They're rolling. Now they have to stop, go to the sideline, and wait, and it busts up their scripted plays, busts up the momentum, stops what was shaping up to be a great drive for the Eagles. Here comes the Whitecap.
Review. The play stands as called.
Yeah, and I stand by what I said. Chris Oliver made the right decision there because you can't see that. What other opportunities are you probably going to have today to use your challenge flag? There's not a lot. You know, you don't have a lot of great chances to review a play. You might as well throw it. First and 10. The football is on the 46 of Reinhardt.
46-yard line, first down.
Jackson's in the shotgun, Colbert alongside him. 3 options at receiver. Keeper on the fake, Jackson. Tackled from behind, takes a shot. Almost lost his knee brace right there. Kyron Simpson, Chad Holleran, the linebacker and corner, come together and bring him down. He gets about 4 yards. It's 2nd and 6. Taylor Jackson played at Brevard. Suffered a knee injury as he was just getting started in spring ball. Got his first start on their homecoming. Threw for a couple hundred yards, a few scores in the next week against Maryville. He was knocked out of the game, didn't play again at Brevard. Transferred here. It's been years since he played until this season, and having a decent start for Reinhardt. Taylor Jackson over the middle. What a catch! Stamp that on the highlight reel. David Friedberg, the junior, a one-handed snag. That's his 9th catch of the season, 230 yards receiving for the 2-time national champion javelin thrower. Running the hurry up. It's a keeper for Jackson. A fake pump and he slides. A gain of 6. 2nd and 4. 10 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. 14-point game. Reinhardt trails.
Out of the 15, Taylor Jackson.
Taylor Jackson. Play call is in. Shouting out to his offensive line. Trying to hurry.
29-yard line. 2nd and around 6.
3 out wide, 2 on the close side. There's the give, and Colbert takes a shot in the backfield. Great read. Big hit delivered. That's Jason Hayes. He's been in a couple of plays this afternoon. Junior defensive back makes the tackle. Now it's 3rd down. Big personnel change for Reinhardt. Friedberg's on the far side, top of your screen.
Could be 3rd and 7.
Jackson calling out to the offensive line.
Down 31. Put down.
Lewis Morris in the game at running back. Another dual sport athlete here at Reinhardt. He's a thrower of disc. And a false start. Tigers are all fired up about that. They'll take the free yardage.
Full start. Offense, number 53. 5-yard penalty. Replay. 3rd down.
So the freshman center jumps. I've actually seen him play before. He played at Reinhardt. I saw him in the Florida-Georgia showcase in Orlando, Florida last year. He was a 6A all-region player in the state of Georgia.
3rd and 12.
3rd and 12. Trips right for Reinhardt. Gage Stevens on the sideline. Friedberg in the middle. Jackson, pressure coming. Lofts it over the middle. Caught. Tyson Jordan. Free initially. Regathered and dropped inside the 5. 1st and goal. Reinhardt University Eagles. Jordan, the junior, very involved this afternoon, making a few catches, returning some punts and kicks. Eagles run the hurry up. 1st and goal, trying to drive their way forward. The power formation, that's a touchdown. There's a flag back behind the line of scrimmage, but for the moment, they've cut the lead of the Tigers to 8. PAT unit led by Alex Hardy coming onto the field for Reinhardt. Still waiting for the call from the ref. Here's the referee.
Good job, TJ!
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense number 25. That penalty will be enforced.
So the senior linebacker suffers a face mask penalty. Reinhardt now a chance to cut the lead of Georgetown to 7. Eagles for the PAT. Steven on to hold. Snap and hold are good. Alex Hardy delivers this. It's up, away, and through. And so just like that in Waleska, Georgia, it's a one-score game with 8 minutes left in the third quarter. 21-14. Reinhardt University gets one back after a long, winding drive by Taylor Jackson, the junior quarterback. You know, usually I'm very skeptical of any offense that goes back and forth between quarterbacks, but it certainly has worked for Reinhardt this season. Stephen Craig, Taylor Jackson have a lot of individual strengths, and they make the change there coming into the third quarter, and it pans out right away. Georgetown will send their high-flying offense back onto the field. This team averaging 417 yards of offense per game, 55 points. They entered today with 15 total touchdowns. They've added 3. 18 touchdowns scored this season with 8 minutes left in this third quarter. They have yet to miss a field goal. That might come into play later on. Eagles great field position for the kickoff because of the personal foul on the touchdown run.
Back deep for Georgetown, number 0, Ladarian Montgomery, and 5, Dylan Moore.
Shipped down deep, fielded inside the 5. Return man across the 10, now at the 15. Cuts right up the center of the field, over the 30. Some room at the 40, takes a shot at the 45, and tackled down before he can reach the midfield stripe.
Number 21,
tackled on the very back by Neal, the senior. Preventing the return man from breaking away.
The first and 10 for Georgetown at their 48-yard line.
Tigers looking to extend their lead back to 2 scores. Tight end in motion. There's the give off to Neal. Neal pinballs his way to the outside, hit up high, and he rolls over the sideline.
The guard of the 20, Darius Neal, Georgetown.
Darius Neal with a good carry. He was the Mid-South Conference Player of the Week for his performance against U-Pike last week. Already has scored today. Here's the give, right up the gut.
Number 20, Darius Neal.
Pushing for the line to gain. I think he's got it. That should move the chains as the Tigers reach down to the 42 of Reinhardt.
Kevin on the stop for the Eagles. Ball at the 42-yard line.
Rashad Wanham in on 2 plays in a row. Junior defensive end. First and 10 for Georgetown College. Man in motion, here's the give. Neal, lots of room on the edge as he's tackled down. Great play defensively, a good read.
There's Neal for Georgetown.
Coming up and greeting Neal right there, number 22 for Reinhardt, Braylon Jones, the freshman.
Braylon Jones for the Eagles. Good for about 3 on the play, 2nd and 7. Ball's at the Eagle 30-yard line, 2nd down.
Neal still in a tailback for the Tigers. Tight end Cade Mullins to the far side. Gehrig over the middle, caught. And that'll move the chains. Big play. Great rope to J.C. Shagog. That's his 7th catch of the season. Nearly 100 yards for him. On the hurry up, it's Darius Neal to the far side, and a flag thrown. I believe that'll be against the big man, the right tackle, Max Hill, grabbing
penalty flag on the play
at Jalen Cannon. Here comes the referee.
Holding. Offense, number 71. 10 yards from the previous spot. Replay, first down.
Tigers will have to march back and try again on first down. Now it'll be 1st and long. 20 yards needed to move the chains. That's the 15-yard line of Reinhardt. 5 minutes, 45 seconds left in this third quarter. It's a one score game, 21-14.
First and 20.
Neal in the shotgun alongside Sloonacre. Gives it off to him. Tailback far side. That's the transfer from UT Chattanooga. Isaiah Cobb.
Georgetown.
Native to Maryville, Tennessee. Played for the Mocs at the University of Tennessee at Chattanooga down in Finley Stadium. Transferred up to Georgetown, Kentucky. He's been efficient for the Tigers.
2nd and 18. From the Eagles, 32-yard line.
2nd and long. 18 yards needed to move the chains. Cade Mullins in motion up. Feeding it to Cobb again. This time he follows the right guard and gets about 2 yards.
Number 2,
3rd and long. Tigers need 15 yards.
Tackle number 40, Orlando Gandy for the Eagles.
Big change up front of personnel for Reinhardt.
Pick up a 2 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 15.
Cannon shorter. Quatso all into the game.
Eagle fans, make some noise.
Georgetown College needs a little more than 15 yards. Darius Neal is the tailback. Sloonacre pulls the receiver into motion. It's an end around. He takes the handoff. A lot of room for him. Takes a big shot and drops the football. That's a fumble. Here comes Reinhardt University across the 40. Lots of space. Midfield stripe. He could go to the house. Running out of steam inside the 10. He got it. Touchdown, Reinhardt University. The freshman Braylon Jones. Unbelievable scoop and score. And there's some sorting out to do back near where the fumble hit the turf. No flags for the moment, free and clear. Braylon Jones, the freshman. His first collegiate touchdown, his first really big play in college. That's unbelievable. Rockmart High School, Rockmart, Georgia is where he played his prep. A stunning scoop and score to make it a 1-point game with 4 minutes left in the third quarter. Reinhardt's PAT unit is out on the turf waiting to take this as they're checking on a player who's slow to rise on the back. Hopefully he's all right. It's the receiver, Wetstein. He's up under his own power as the athletic trainer Reese is out on the field checking on him. He's all right. One point separating these two top-ranked teams in America in NAIA action. Reinhardt University can tie the game with a PAT. Alex Hardy is on, Taylor Jackson to hold. Here's the snap. Taylor Jackson with a hold. Hardy boots this. It's up, away, and through. We're tied up in North Georgia. 21-21 between the Tigers and the Eagles. Number 12, Georgetown College will send their offense back out and look to get the lead back against the Eagles momentarily. What a fun game we've got here.
Brazil. And Darren Montgomery along with number 5, Dylan Warren.
That's the Eagles' third fumble recovery of the season. And it's a touchdown on the scoop and score. And kickoff is stopped before they can even get this away. That's the first defensive touchdown. Reinhardt University's Braylon Jones. Reed Schrottweiser, the junior, on to kick.
So whenever you don't kick it to number 5.
Kick the ball!
Rolling, popping up into the air, fielded at the 30, return man far side, takes a hit up high and goes down near the 42. First and 10, Georgetown College. Here come the Tigers, who were just scored on by the defense of Reinhardt University. We're tied up at 21 in NAIA play. This offense has averaged 55 points per game, 417 yards. Most of their yardage has come from rushing the football.
Defense.
Tight end motions across, close side. Tigers. There's the give, right up the gut. Tailback driving his way up behind the right guard and getting a lot of yardage. Great push by the right side of that line. Nathan Jacobs, Max Hill clearing space for the senior Isaiah Cobb. Cobb has been getting fed the football a lot this afternoon. Entered today with 10 carries.
Pick him up 6, 2nd and 4.
Second and medium for the Tigers. Cobb is still the deep back here alongside Slunaker, who pitches it to him. He'll have the first down. Great run with the football. Cobb goes far side.
Good for first down.
Able to punch his way just beyond the line to gain. Tackled from behind by the freshman linebacker Riley McKee. First and 10 now. Ball on the 45 of Reinhardt. Tigers looking to drive down and regather the lead. Three options at receiver for Slunaker. Tight end motions across. Garrett looking deep. Here's a rainbow ball. It's incomplete. Deep pass intended. Aaron Maggard, the senior, who is double covered. Maggard has 2 catches this season entering this afternoon. Native of Paris, Kentucky.
From the Eagle, 45-yard block. Second down.
Just overthrew him. Great job as well by the safety. Markel Sutton. I say safety. He's like the 5th defensive back, the nickel. The team has him listed as the dog on the depth chart. Motioning across and faking the give. Garrett Slunaker keeps it. 4 yards to the quarterback. Third down, 6 yards needed for the Tigers. 2 minutes, 24 seconds in this third quarter. We're tied at 21 in North Georgia.
The 3rd and 6 from the Eagle 41-yard line. Down. Eagle fans, make some noise. It's 3rd down.
4 receivers out wide. Slunaker alone in the backfield. He's going to throw. Quarterback keeper. He takes a shot at the line and dropped for a loss of 3. 4th and 9. Georgetown College decision time. They're over the midfield stripe. It looks like the punt unit is coming on. 1:40 left in the third quarter.
Back to punt for the Tigers. Number 44, Drew Rader. And back for the Eagles, number 12, Nate Stevens.
Snap's good back to Drew Rader, who punts this from the 45. And a fair catch made at the 10-yard line, maybe the 11 of Reinhardt University. So their offense, who got to take a break while the freshman scooped and scored. Braylon Jones punching it in on the long jaunt to the end zone, tying it up. First of all, we'll look for who they send out at quarterback. It's Taylor Jackson, who scored himself on a keeper the last time the offense was on the field. Zipped his way all the way down the field offensively, took it into the house. Gets to take a break while Braylon Jones does all the scoring. Now the defense has brought the offense back out. They're 90 yards from the end zone. 70 seconds left in this third quarter. Tied at 21 in NAIA football action. Right up the gut, Ja Colbert into the second level, makes a defensive back miss, and he's stopped by Norman as he swarmed right at the 25. A 15-yard carry to open this drive for Colbert. Reinhardt rushing to the line. First and 10 Eagles, 48 seconds in the third quarter. Jakari Clark, the lone receiver on the close sideline. Colbert still in the backfield alongside Jackson. Man in motion, fakes the give. Colbert follows the left tackle. Grabbed by the defensive end as he gains 4 yards right here. Good gain to start the drive here for Colbert. Got 15 yards, now 4. Ruddering his way up in there. Tackle made by Eli Turner. Sophomore from Maryville, Tennessee, played at William Blount. Second and a long 5. Jackson, the handoff again. Colbert takes a shot in the backfield. He stood up and dropped. 2 defenders got a hold of him as the quarter expires. We're headed to the fourth quarter as we're tied at 21. Bloss and Vaughn stopped Colbert. They'll switch sides. Don't go anywhere. NAIA football action underway. We're tied at 21 in Waleska, Georgia, between the Eagles of Reinhardt and the number 12 Tigers of Georgetown College. All right, I'll see if I can sneak a look around for you and get some scores. Third quarter, 2 minutes left. Warner leads Kentucky Christian 56-0 Roosevelt trails to Indiana Wesleyan with a minute left in the third, 21-14. OUAZ leads SAGU 45-7. St. Francis leads Taylor starting the third quarter 14-0. St. Thomas leads Texas Wesleyan 21-10 at the end of the first half. Peru State leads Missouri Baptist 22-15. They're almost to the half. St. Xavier's crushing Madonna 31-0. They're at the half. And here at Reinhardt University, we're tied at 21 between the Eagles and the Tigers. It's 3rd and 6. Jackson, check down pass, far side, caught. That'll move the chains. A 7-yard gain, pitch and catch down to the 39. Eagles of Reinhardt University had struggled a bit offensively and got a spark from an unlikely source, the defense, and even more unlikely, the freshman defensive back, Braylon Jones, on the scoop and score. Jackson pitches it again, this time close side. Tyson Jordan, 6 more yards.
From Taylor Jackson to the 45-yard line.
Eagles like the pitch and catch on the slant. 40 seconds off the clock in this third quarter. Tied at 21 and the whistle before Jackson can run the play. He was going to go for the keeper close side. The flag thrown from the far sideline.
Full start. Offense number 72. 5-yard penalty. Replay. Second down.
Product of Southeast Whitfield, the freshman, 2-time All-Region player. This is a great area for high school football, about as good as it gets. If you didn't know, Georgia, one of the very best states in America for prep football. 14 of the top 100 teams in the country are in Georgia. That's the most of any state. Jackson. Ball is swatted and falls to the turf harmlessly. A dangerous couple of seconds as that one was hanging in the air and Snell dives for it. Not only is it one of the best states for prep football with 14 of the top 100 teams, they lead all other states. Texas and California trail closely with a dozen apiece. But of the active players in the NFL, 145 of them are from the state of Georgia, and that's the fourth most of any state. It's twice as much as any other state after those top four. The team with the most players from the state of Georgia, the Atlanta Falcons with 9. Baltimore Ravens have 8, Chiefs have 6. Jackson rolling out with that. Escapes one defender and dragged down. It'll make it 4th and 1 at the 48-yard line. I actually knew all that off the top of my head. I talk about that every week when I do high school football on the radio. And I update the top 100 teams. Okay, it's decision time. They've decided to go for it. On the hurry up, there's the give to Lewis Morris and the whistle. Now, that's got to be a false start. I'm not sure where the flag is. I don't see it.
False start. Offense, number 58. 5-yard penalty. Replay 4th down.
I don't, there's nobody wearing. Okay. So a false start on Reinhardt.
Back deep, number 16, Chandler Godby. For Georgetown.
Punt is away. Great strike. And a Reinhardt friendly bounce at the 25. Rolls down to the 17, 16, and that's where the Eagles will down this. 13 minutes left to play in a tie game in North Georgia. 21-21. The number 12 Georgetown College Tigers. The strong side of what they do is offensively.
You may earn a prize at the goal tip. Your ticket number.
Schlunaker in the offense, back onto the field.
3, 1, 2, 4, 6,
Tigers average 243 rush yards per game, 174 pass yards per game. Entering this afternoon, they were 29 for 47 throwing the ball. 1st and 10. Back deep. Here's the Tigers, far side. Darius Neal, a lot of room, throws the stiff arm and forced out after a gain of about 6, maybe 7. Nice carry. Neal played at Frederick Douglass High School in Lexington, Kentucky. Player of the week for the Mid-South Conference just a week ago. Last season had 630 rush yards, 7 touchdowns. This should move the chains. 1st and 10, Georgetown.
Gavin for the Eagles. Flip for first down at the 20-yard line.
Darius Neal last week had a run that tied the long in program history for the Tigers, 88 yards for the score against U-Pike. 12 minutes and change left to play. We're tied at 21. 3 options at receiver for Gehrig. Eagles showing blitz close side. They will. Neal carries it far side, and a great gain as he's tripped up near the sideline. Cameron Brooks made the tackle. 7-yard gain for the Tigers of Georgetown.
Pickup of 7, 2nd and 3.
Moving personnel around, no one comes off the field.
Of the 27th
2nd and a long 2 for Georgetown. Gehrig sends a man into motion. Schlunaker. There's the give left side again to Neal. They love that play. He hurdles a defender and tackled down after a gain of 4. That moves the chains. 1st and 10, Georgetown College. They're beyond their own 30-yard line.
99 on the stop, Rashad Warner with the Eagles. Good for another first down at the 31-yard line.
Tigers sticking with a ground game on this drive. Fakes the give. As soon as I say that, here's the pass. Here's a long ball, close side, and dropped. He had it, and he dropped the ball. A great look for Jacob Imes, and a beautiful pass delivered by Slunacker. The senior receiver from Edgewood, Kentucky, played at Dixie Height High. He had a couple of catches already entering this afternoon and 2 touchdowns.
Right, Peters on the stop. 2nd and 10.
2nd and long. Eagles showing pressure far side. Cobb takes the handoff. He's in trouble in the backfield. Escapes initially. Now gathered up a second time.
Number 2, Isaiah Cobb, Georgetown.
Hawkins gets him. Brooks there to help. Colby Sloan, the junior, piles on. He's a transfer from Bethel University. 43 tackles to the Wildcats during his time there. Had a couple of sacks as well. 10.5 minutes left to play. It's 3rd and long for Georgetown College. They're on the road, North Georgia. Cobb is the deep tailback. Slunaker moves him up alongside him. Garrick looking downfield. Here's the strike delivered left side. It's incomplete. Overshot his intended target.
Receiver.
Looking for Matt Miller, the junior. Out of Wheelersburg, Ohio. The football instead falls harmlessly to the turf with 10 minutes left in the game. Tied at 21, and now the Tigers will be forced to give the Eagles another opportunity offensively.
And the punt for the Tigers, number 44, Drew Rader. Back deep for the Eagles, number 12, James Stevens.
Gage Stevens in the season opener for Reinhardt had a 76-yard punt return for a touchdown. He's standing on the 25. Stevens chasing it, he'll let it go, and that's a great punt by Drew Radar. Good field position for the Tigers defensively.
We'll have the ball 1st and 10 for the Eagles at the 6-yard line, 1st and 10.
First and 10 from their own 6-yard line. Reinhardt University, this is the Eagles offense. Taylor over the middle, caught. Short gain to start the drive. Football goes from the 6 to the 10. Little dump pass delivered by Taylor Jackson. Taylor Jackson so far this season, 19 for 31, 300 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 2 picks. That was entering this afternoon. 3 options at receiver. Colbert alongside Jackson. Hands it off. Colbert pinballs off the defense and able to dive forward for a short gain. He got maybe a yard.
11-yard block. Tackle was made number 23, Peyton Sandiford for the Tigers. 3rd and 5.
3rd and medium for Reinhardt University. Taylor Jackson in the shotgun. Colbert to his left. Jackson wants to throw over the middle. Caught. Beautiful delivery and a big hit delivered.
Clayton Holland.
Easily able to connect with his target. Clayton Holland, the tight end, gets a hold of the football. The junior goes down. Tackle made by Chad Howler, the senior. First and 10 for Reinhardt University after they move the chains. 8 minutes and a half left to go in this game. Tied at 21. Faking the give, check down far side, caught quickly on the slant. Tyson Jordan, another big catch. This time it's an 8-yard gain, makes it 2nd and short.
Made number 3, Jacob Brands for Georgetown. Pickup of 8 yards, 2nd and 2. From the 26-yard line.
Reinhardt University, 2nd and short. Taylor Jackson distributes this far side, picked off, intercepted by Georgetown. The number 12 Tigers take over offensively at the 25-yard line of Reinhardt University. David Starks, the senior. His 3rd interception ever for Georgetown College. 1st and 10 as the Tigers will take over just outside of the red zone, threatening to score. If they get into the red zone, they're effective about 77% of the time operating in the last 20 yards of the field. Now there is a flag.
Have a big special at the concession stand this time. Hamburgers, cheeseburgers, and Chick-fil-A sandwiches, only $3.
I need to go to the concession stand. Did you hear that? $3. I guess we don't get to know what the penalty was. First and 10, Georgetown College. There's the give far side. Darius Neal cutting between defenders, escapes a defensive back and dragged down after a 14-yard gain deep into the red zone. 7 minutes left in the game. 21-21. Number 12, Georgetown. Darius Neal again, following the left tackle, pushing his way up in there, a gain of 4, maybe 5 yards. Tigers were on the 13.
Tackle was made by number 40, Orlando Gandy for the Eagles. Pick up about 3 on the 22nd and 7.
Ball looks like it's on the 9, maybe the 8. It's somewhere between there.
The 8-yard line. 2nd down.
The junior Gandy made the tackle. He was a big contributor last season. This year he has just been electric all over the ball all the time. Tigers. Slunaker, a fake pump, keeps it over the middle. This one is swatted down. Cameron Brooks comes up fired up. Able to bat the football away from Matt Miller, the junior. Miller's just got 1 catch this season entering this afternoon. Nearly had a touchdown his first of the year. Well, we've already seen one end goal situation end in disappointing fashion right here in the shadow of these goalposts. Reinhardt couldn't punch it in to end the first half. They'd love to take a page out of the Tigers' book. 6 minutes left to play. Tigers are threatening. 3rd down. They can still move the chains one more time down here. Here's the give. Right side. Tailback driving towards the end zone. That might be enough for a 1st and goal. Very close. The official on the far side's at the 4. The line to gain is between the 2 and the 3.
99, Rashad Warner going to stop for the Eagles.
That looks clear to me. It's going to be 4th down, about 1.5 yards. Georgetown Tigers are going to chip off a field goal.
Field goal attempt by number 44, Drew Raider.
The kick team hasn't missed a field goal this season. Snap and hold are good. This one is up, away, and through. And so just like that, it's 24-21, a three-point game. Just under 6 minutes left, 5:40 on the clock in Waleska, Georgia. This one is going to come down to the wire. Reinhardt's offense will get the football back. We'll see what they can do with it in just a moment. I made a joke about wanting a sandwich, and one came immediately. Just right away, somebody came in and gave me a sandwich. I kind of laughed about it, but that's... I don't know where she is. That was really nice of her. Thanks. I know, yeah. Man, I really want some candy right now. That's good. Can't beat that. Under 6 to go, 5:40 left in the final quarter, 24-21. Number 12, Georgetown. The Tigers lead the Eagles of Reinhardt University in University Stadium in Waleska, Georgia. Booted away, and this one off of the field. There's the flag. Good starting field position for Reinhardt.
On the kickoff.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team, ball will be placed at the 35-yard line, first down.
Washington, for the Eagles from the 35.
Reinhardt University will start this drive at their own 35-yard line. In the shotgun. There's the give right up the gut. Decent carry to start the drive, a gain of 2 yards. 2nd and 8.
Pick up 2 yards on the play to the 37. Tackle made by 25, Chad Howard for Georgetown. 2nd and 8. Number 37.
Big shift up front by the defensive line. Taylor Jackson glances to the close side receiver. Running through his cadence, he's calling out to the line. Colbert is alongside Jackson, who's in the shotgun. Looks back this way. Wants to throw. He's looking down that receiver. Now to the backside. Caught over the middle. Nice strike to David Friedberg. Friedberg tackled quickly by Jacob Brass, the senior.
That's a page relocation first down.
Friedberg, a two-time national champion javelin thrower.
49-yard line.
4.5 minutes left to play. Reinhardt trailing by 3 in University Stadium to the number 12 Tigers of Georgetown College. Faking the give, Taylor Jackson runs the spin move. He's stopped at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10.
Quarterback keeper running the 15, Taylor Jackson. Back to the 49, no gain on the play. 24, Tyrant Simpson on the stop for Georgetown. 2nd and 10 from the 49.
Football just beyond the midfield stripe. Stephen Craig threw a touchdown from here earlier today. Taylor Jackson in the shotgun. Long strike over the middle. It's that same target, Jakari Clark. He caught that 49-yard touchdown. This time he gets about 25. Football's on the 27-yard line. 1st and 10 Reinhardt. 3.5 minutes left to play. 3 points separate the number number 12 Tigers and the Eagles of Reinhardt. Colbert looking to the sideline. Taylor Jackson is shouting out to the receivers on the far side. That's Friedberg and Stevens over there. The close side is Clark.
1st and 10 for the Eagles.
Chris Oliver shouting out to his defense. Here's the snap to Jackson. Fakes the give. He's going to keep it. Long ball delivered far side beyond the sticks. 1st and 10 Reinhardt. They're deep into the red zone now. Under 3 minutes left to play. 2:52 on the clock. Reinhardt scores a touchdown 42% of the time when they reach the red zone. 3 receivers out wide. Colbert is alongside Jackson. They did go 4 and out and goal right before the first half ended. Jackson through his cadence. There's the give, far side, Jock Colbert, grabbed at near the line of scrimmage, still rolling, down all the way to the 5-yard line. It's 2nd and goal with just over 2 minutes left to play in a 3-point game.
Ball's at the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 5.
Couple of changes here offensively for Reinhardt. Colbert is out of the backfield. That's Lewis Morris, who's deep behind Taylor Jackson. 3 options at receiver. There's a tight end on the right side of the line. Jakari Clark, the lone receiver on the close sideline. Tight end motions left side, Lewis Morris faking the give to him. Check down, pass caught, touchdown! Jake Wallace, his first touchdown of the season, his 3rd in the last 2. Reinhardt University takes the lead with 1 minute and 43 seconds left to play against the number 12 Georgetown Tigers. Eagles looking to extend the lead to 4 points. It would force the Tigers to score a touchdown to win the game. PAT is up away, and this one sips through. Alex Hardy boots it home. And now 4 points separate the number 12 Tigers and Reinhardt's Eagles. It's 28-24 with 1 minute and 43 seconds left to play in Waleska, Georgia. That's probably the best drive I've seen all season at Reinhardt University. That was a really good drive. They were not going to be denied, and I like the fake. They showed that they were going to run it. They faked a run on the play action and a check down left side to the junior Jake Wallace, who was left completely uncovered. That's his, I believe that's just his 2nd catch of the season, and it's for a touchdown. He had a catch for 10 yards in week 1. Last season he had 2 touchdown receptions. Taylor Jackson now has 2 touchdowns on the afternoon, 1 rushing score, 1 passing touchdown. That's his 3rd passing touchdown of the season.
For the Eagles.
Booted away, the squib rolling and rattling its way up the center of the field. Fielded at the 25, return man across the 35 and dragged down as he narrowly reaches to the 40. A nice little return there. Now we'll see the offense of Georgetown College. Undefeated, number 12, Georgetown College, 2-0 on the road, battling Reinhardt, who has dropped back-to-back games. A 1-point loss against the Patriots on the road last week. 2 weeks ago, a 3-point loss at home following a couple of lightning delays in a row to the Southeastern Fire. 1st and 10, Georgetown College. It's getting loud here in Waleska. 4 options at receiver. The tight end motions far side. Slunaker wants to throw. Pocket holds strong. Delivery over the middle is intercepted. Reinhardt University with the interception. They've got a 4-point lead. There's 86 seconds left to play. second interception of the season. The transfer from KWU. The big-time play. That's the play of the game if Reinhardt edges this one out.
First attack for the Eagles at the Georgetown, the 42-yard line. Post and 10. 1:25 on the clock.
First and 10. Here comes Taylor Jackson and the offense of Reinhardt University. Both teams have all 3 timeouts. 4 points separate them. There's the handoff to Lewis Morris. He crosses the 40 to the 39. Now Chris Oliver will take his first timeout. Number 12, Georgetown Tigers want to get the football back, and with the amount of time on the clock, all Reinhardt University has to do is get 1 first down and they can just run it out. Georgetown has to stop Reinhardt from moving the chains. If they can't do that, they will lose the game and lose their first game of the season. Well, these two teams take a quick break. We'll take a quick peek at the scoreboard around the country. Oh no, it's 63-6 Warner at Kentucky Christian. Indiana Wesleyan leads Warner with 6 minutes left in the game, 35-14. OUAZ beat SAGU 52-10. It's 14-7 as St. Francis leads Taylor. 7 minutes left in the third. St. Thomas University leads Texas Wesleyan 28-10. Second and a long 6, maybe 7. 80 seconds left to play. 2 timeouts for the Tigers. Here's the give, left side. Tailback pushes his way up in there through the line of scrimmage. Still going at it on the ground. Lewis Morris has got 2 yards.
Number 23, Peyton Sandiford from Georgetown.
Timeout. Georgetown, their third.
Georgetown. Wait, what? They used a timeout earlier. They used a timeout earlier and we had it wrong on the board here. So that's all 3 timeouts. I thought they had 3 timeouts, and with that in mind, they would have only been getting the football back with seconds left, if at all.
Quick reminder to all fans, no one is allowed on the field at the entirety of this game. No fans are allowed on the field at the entirety of this game. We thank you.
70 seconds left to play. No timeouts for the Tigers. I thought they would still have 1. Hardware problem with the scoreboard. Didn't reflect the timeout taken. And it's fixed now. So all 3 timeouts used by the Tigers. 70 seconds left to play. Reinhardt's just going to kill the clock and win by 4. There's the knee.
Now the quarterback, number 15, Taylor Jackson.
So 60 seconds left to play.
Tackle number 43, Peyton Sandiford. That'll make it 4th and 7.
And so the play clock was at 25 seconds. The game clock has to be reset because the play clock was at 25 when it started. James Miller is shouting out to the officials once it fixed. And as you heard, they announced that they want that changed.
4th and 7.
Looks like everybody's happy, so it's 4th and 7. With 1:05 on the game clock, there's 40 seconds on the play clock. So the difference between play clock, 30 seconds, and 54 seconds on the game clock, that's a long 24 seconds. So with 25 seconds left on the game clock,
Reinhardt, the first flag.
Reinhardt will take a timeout. All right, I'm going to go back to the NAIA scoreboard. Peru State at Missouri Baptist 22-15. They're just starting the third quarter. Madonna trails 31-7 midway through the third. St. Xavier. Lawrence Tech is being shut out by Olivet Nazarene University 20-0. Clark in Iowa is beating Mid-American Nazarene 21-7. Lindsey Wilson's beating Bluefield 21-7. Grandview leads Missouri Valley 14-0. Here in our game, there's 25 seconds on the game clock. It's 4th and 4. Following the timeout, Reinhardt has the ball. They lead by 4. They're going to have to punt it. Alex Hardy standing back on the Reinhardt University logo.
Back deep. Georgetown number 16 and Chandler Guthrie.
Snap gathered up by Hardy. He gets it away. Nice delivery. Struck, rolls, bounces, and hops for the touchback as it rolls out of the back of the end zone. 17 seconds left on the game clock. Georgetown College will have just a few plays to come up with a miracle. They trail by 4. They're out of timeouts.
The first and 10 for Georgetown from the 20-yard line. 17 seconds. Eagle fans, let's hear it. Defense.
Garrett Sloonaker. Cobb alongside him in the backfield. Sloonaker looking up the field. Long strike. Tipped it, picked off. Keon McGee. His second interception of the afternoon. Reinhardt University gets the ball back with 12 seconds left. The Eagles will win the football game. Number 12, Georgetown is down. With 12 seconds on the clock, Reinhardt takes a knee and they win the game in University Stadium in Waleska, Georgia. The Eagles, who have had a rough start, been tested in every way possible to start the season, knock off number 12 Georgetown College at home. The Tigers go down. The Eagles are soaring. 28-24, the finalist time expires in a hotly contested one on Ken White Field. A lot of fun to be here on hand for it. I appreciate you tuning in and being with us wherever you may be. Some final thoughts. Splitting quarterback time appears to be working out really well for Reinhardt University. Stephen Craig played great. Taylor Jackson did even better today. He came in, scored a rushing touchdown. Reinhardt could have easily went into the locker room for whiteboard time and been deflated after being held out in an end goal situation to end that first half. They weren't. They came out, they drew up a game plan to perfection. They scored unanswered points. Really, the Tigers only scored a field goal in the second half. They were able to chip one through and get on the board, but Eagles score 3 unanswered touchdowns. Very impressive stuff. And that's why they were still receiving so many votes. They'll definitely be back in the top 25 in the next coaches poll and continue what's been an electric season for them. On the other side, not a lot of damage done to the Tigers of Georgetown, and nothing to be ashamed of. These are 2 top teams. They'll learn a lot from this. They'll take that forward, and they won't let this get them down. They got to use this as a chip on their shoulder to stay in the top 25, keep competing. Taking a look at the schedule of the Tigers of Georgetown. After this, they're going to go on the road again to Bethel University, way up northwest of here. The Wildcats have been really good this year, so that'll be a tough test. They'll be home on the 14th of October against Cumberland, then on the road at Faulkner on the 21st of October. Reinhardt University is going to stay home. They'll play Pikeville on October 7th. That's a conference match. Then travel on the 14th of October to St. Andrews and to Point on the 21st of October. So some tough games left to play. The Eagles of Reinhardt and Georgetown's Tigers. But today, Reinhardt University is just happy to come away with the win, and it's a big one. For Reinhardt, the Eagles, for Georgetown, the Tigers, our entire crew, I'm Gabriel Fry saying so long from Oleska, Georgia, where the final score is a Reinhardt Eagle victory, 28-24. This has been NAIA Football. All games and events airing on our networks are broadcast live and are copyright material. This has been a presentation of Reinhardt University.
At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, we see champions everywhere we look. In every sport, on every court, we're building a foundation to ensure all athletes are safe, supported, and strengthened. At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, ending abuse is not just our job. It's our promise.
At the Salvation Army, a meal isn't just a meal. It's fuel for imagination, determination, and dreams. It's energy to be role models, change makers, and to just be kids. With your gift, a full meal means a full heart. a full night's sleep, and a future full of possibilities.